My Pathway project is the implementation of CARES, or the Cardiac Arrest Registry to Enhance Survival in North Central Wisconsin. I want to give a special thanks to Dr. Clark, who has served as my community mentor throughout the project. I want to tell you the story of Jordan Glenn. Jordan Glenn is a Wisconsin high school basketball player who suffered a sudden cardiac arrest in the middle of a game. Fortunately, there were a number of individuals present who were trained in bystander CPR and were able to provide CPR until EMS arrived and took over Jordan's care. Thankfully, Jordan survived and was able to return to the game which he loves so much. However, unlike Jordan, most people who suffer from sudden cardiac arrest will not be so fortunate, as roughly only 1 in 10 will survive to hospital discharge. There are nearly 1,000 out-of-hospital cardiac arrests every day in the United States. However, only 40% of these patients will receive bystander CPR. We know that there are two things in cardiac arrest that can really make a difference. The first being high-quality, early bystander CPR, and the second being AED usage. Unfortunately, data surrounding these important metrics and other key data points is not always collected in a manner that can be used to track outcomes from cardiac arrest. The crux of my Pathway project was to work with Dr. Clark to enroll EMS agencies and hospitals in North Central Wisconsin into the CARES network. In total, agencies and hospitals from 6 different North Central Wisconsin counties were enrolled into the CARES network. Using an electronic form similar to the one on the screen, over 20 different data points surrounding cardiac arrest were collected and entered into the database. Before the implementation of the CARES network, it was commonly unknown how often important interventions such as bystander CPR and AED usage were taking place, and perhaps most importantly, what were the outcomes of the patients who were transported to the hospital. In order to improve outcomes, it's essential that we have access to this data showing what is going on in our community in terms of outcomes and interventions. And this is really the power of the CARES network, looking at what areas of cardiac arrest in our communities are in need of further attention. In total, over 300 out-of-hospital cardiac arrests were logged into the CARES database from North Central Wisconsin. Overall, survival from cardiac arrest in North Central Wisconsin is above that of the national average for out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. Throughout the course of this project, I was able to see the numerous different EMS agencies, first responders, and police officers that work diligently to provide the best possible care for patients suffering from cardiac arrest. And I think this is truly a testament to the quality of care that the people of North Central Wisconsin are seeing on a day-to-day basis. Even with overall survival rates surpassing that of the national average, bystander CPR in North Central Wisconsin was below the average in 5 out of 6 counties. In order to improve cardiac arrest outcomes in North Central Wisconsin, it's imperative that there's a re-emphasis put on the importance of bystander CPR. Knowing that bystander CPR rates are lagging behind the national average, going forth, the stakeholders in North Central Wisconsin have an exciting opportunity to improve outcomes by working to increase bystander CPR. In closing, I want to say a special thanks to all the first responders who not only provided cardiac arrest care to patients, but also participated by entering data into the CARES registry. The CARES network data allows us to better classify the problem of cardiac arrest in North Central Wisconsin and to address shortcomings and gaps in care, which can ultimately lead to better outcomes for those who suffer from cardiac arrest.